Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano on a Friday, nearly the best day of the week in my view. Bitcoin still moving sideways, a little bit of a loss in the last 24 hours. We talked about that in the previous video already. Nearly 5%, and Cardano as well did drop quite a bit, nearly 5%, but in line with what many other cryptocurrencies are doing as well. Looking at what Bitcoin is doing now. Yeah, so here on the Bitcoin chart, if you've been following me, you will probably know about my primary scenario that we are going to go down here into this target area between 20 and 29k. Still waiting for it. Won't stop talking about it until maybe I'll never stop talking about it. I don't know. But the fact is, a really sustainable uptrend here, as per this structure, what we've got here on the Bitcoin chart will only happen above 68k, and I don't see we are going to get there. You know, I don't see it. Not with this structure. We need to finish first the correction off. We need to get this lower low in, and you know, primarily I expect the price to get there straight away. Now there is this alternative scenario which will only go live above 46.5k. If we break this resistance level here, this white ascending trend line, then higher prices will be unlocked and we could get to an ideal level of 55k. That is the 61.8% fib level. That is also the price target of this inverse head and shoulders that's forming here potentially. Yeah, we talked about that as well, that we could get here a inverse head and shoulders. Now that would also take us to that 55k level. At the moment I can't see it forming yet. We would now need to go up from here, and then you have an inverse head and shoulder with a left shoulder, a head and a right shoulder, and that could then really push the price up. It would just mean that we have basically made a series of higher lows here, yeah, and that would be rather bullish. On top of that, you've got this W pattern here, yeah, which could become, you know, it could eventually become, depending on how long this takes, you know, this could become an ascending triangle. No, it's not an ascending triangle, depending on where you draw the support and resistance, yeah. So this could become here, yeah, but it would be a huge ascending triangle. Yeah, if you have a horizontal resistance level here, maybe at 45k, and you've got this ascending trend, then that could become, all of that here could eventually become an ascending triangle, but we're far away from that. To be honest, I can't really see it at the moment. We sometimes, probably even I forgot, you know, we might still be in this wave 4 here. And as we've said before, a wave 4 can be so boring, can be so long, right? The alternative is, you know, we could also have completed this wave 4 already, and we're already on our wave 1, 2 here to the downside. Yeah, absolutely possible, but we don't know until we really see here some levels break. So at the moment, 41.4k again for Bitcoin, just moving sideways at the moment. And by the way, I forgot to mention, in this alternative scenario where we can go up to 55k, maybe even 65k, but after that you would get into the target area between 20 and 29k. So I'm pretty much neutral about it. What I want, I would prefer the immediate sell-off, but even, you know, a price increase to 55k maybe could allow some people to take some profits. Absolutely, you know, it wouldn't hurt anybody. But yeah, so this is still where we are here on the Bitcoin chart. To be honest, this doesn't look bullish at all, so I take that descending triangle that we had on the chart here out, because that did break to the downside. Oops, it did. So we still are here with Bitcoin just hovering above this ascending trend line. The thing is, if you lose it here at 41.5k, yeah, I mean, we already dropped slightly below 41.5k, but if you really lose it, and then maybe even the 41k is pretty much here the support. We talked about it earlier today. You know, it's not looking good for Bitcoin then, and then you're gonna go down here, and if you lose that previous high here at 40.3, I mean, these are the small support levels, right? There are so many support levels along the way, but only small ones. The next main one for me is here, 37k down here. Yeah, but if you lose, especially here the previous high as well, I think you're gonna go down to that 37k level. Yeah, and it's not looking good. It's not looking bullish what we're doing here. Yeah, the bulls could probably still save it here, but we would need to go up from here. And for me, what the price is doing at this 41.5k level, maybe a bit lower, you don't really see a strong reaction to that support line, do you? So for me, what we're doing after this strong drop that we saw here from nearly 45k down to 41.5. We are just consolidating, and the price is now consolidating in order to be sold off again. That is my view here at the moment. Yeah, of course the support level is support until it breaks. Yeah, so nobody really knows, but that is my view here, that I think we're gonna lose that here. And we talked about especially here the indicators. For example, on the 4-hour chart, we are here in the bearish range on the RSI. Yeah, absolutely made a lower low again on the RSI. Yeah, the MACD turning here slightly to the upside, but we don't see the MACD line turning yet. What is more relevant for me is, and if we go to the 8-hour chart, I mean, on the 8-hour chart, what starts on the 1 hour and 4 hour will then translate into the 8-hour and the daily, and that has more meaning. So on the 8-hour chart, you have now your bearish crossover. I don't think we had it earlier today. I talked about it yesterday, that if you get a bearish crossover here on the MACD on the 8-hour chart, that can give you a hint that we could see further dropping prices here on the stochastic RSI on the 8-hour. We're not even oversold yet, so there is further downside potential. And on the RSI as well, only just here moving into the bearish range, not quite there yet, finding support here currently at the 50 line. But the fact that the stochastic RSI is dropping might push the price down a little bit more here. And yeah, and then if we take a look on the daily, this is just only starting to turn around to the downside. Yeah, so on the daily RSI, you're starting to move down here, still in bullish momentum, but losing it. And the MACD as well, starting to lose buying momentum, already the second decreasing green bar. Okay, so also here, you're probably going to see that, if this is going to turn down, then you're going to see that big drop, I think. And the stochastic RSI as well here, very high, is going to drop in my view as well. Won't take much longer, I think. We already have the bearish crossover here on the 8-hour chart. So yeah, for me, also how the structure of the chart is looking like. I mean, if I go back to the 4-hour chart, this does not look impulsive at all, what the price is doing here. Absolutely not. Starting to roll over here. Yeah, of course, finding support here, but not too convincing for me at the moment. All right, that's what I can see here on the chart at the moment. To be honest, not really a lot of change to this morning's update, but of course I'd like to keep you updated. Cardano also, unfortunately, not really a change to the previous video. So again, I can only repeat that. Obviously, we hit the price target. We talked about it. If 92 cents get lost, then the next support will be at 85 cents. And I think it did come down to 86 or whatever, 86. And it did lose, by the way. Cardano did lose its support line here, where Bitcoin is still hovering above. So yeah, Cardano lost support and is now consolidating as well a little bit. But also here then, because we did lose that support level, we dropped below 92 cents, which was an important horizontal support level. I think it won't take long until you get down here to 75 cents again. And the thing is, until we really see a sustainable move up, or at least a first impulsive structure, and we can't see it, this is for me looking like a 3-wave structure. It looks consolidating, yeah, like it's consolidating. And for me, this is still, we have to assume that the prices come down lower until we see a first 5-wave structure and 5-wave move to the upside. And at the moment we can't see it yet. So therefore I have to assume that we are going to go lower for Bitcoin, for Cardano, and also here for Cardano, especially back into the target area between 30 and 55 cents. I think the 55 cent level is very realistic. And yeah, I mean, we've seen Bitcoin drop here in the last 24 hours pretty much, and that might only be the beginning. Of course, you don't know until the support is lost. And it doesn't mean that the price couldn't just move up a little bit. I gave you the key support and resistance levels from which different scenarios become live. And for Bitcoin, it is above 46.5K. We talk about significantly higher prices, yeah, but not a sustainable uptrend. And that is what is so important, yeah. I think for many people it's important to understand, are we going to go back into the next bull run, or is it just a little bit of a run to the upside, which will not manifest in new all-time highs? And at the moment, I cannot see this next bull run yet. What I can potentially see for Bitcoin and other altcoins as well is a bit of a irrational move up here, where we have a little bit of a recovery before we then drop down and have that final sell-off. That would be very much in line with the Elliott Wave count that I have here as well. But we talked about it, it will become only live above 46.5K. Alright, that's my view here on Bitcoin and Cardano. Hopefully that was useful. If you liked the update, then please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.